Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today I've got a new problem which is self-caused. You can hear the engine is running a little bit lumpy. I'll just give you a few seconds to hear that. And you can feel you can hear it's like almost like it's misfiring a little bit, but not having the bang of the misfire, but you can just feel the engine is not stable. It should be nice and smooth, everything firing nicely. So the degree of instability on the engine mount, you can just feel it wobbling like that a little bit. So how did this happen? Well, I was using LPG, ran out of LPG quite late at night, and then switched to petrol. Now 10 p.m. I would have normally filled up with the LPG before. I missed the 10 p.m. slot and drove another 35 miles back to Edinburgh. One thing which I didn't realize was I was already low on petrol. So when I got down to Edinburgh, I realized, oh, you know, that is actually right past the reserve, and we're just taking up the dregs of fuel. Now, I haven't noticed anything really at that point. But when I started the car the next day, I noticed the vibrations in the engine, etc. Now I've seen this same situation before, so I'm going to tell you how I dealt with it. Now the previous time, what happened was I was low on fuel, not tremendously low on fuel. It wasn't in the reserve, no lights on, but I was low on fuel, and I hit a speed bump which I hadn't seen. I hit it uncomfortably. It was unmarked. You know, the wrongs or rights of it is completely a different story. Unmarked, and it just caught the wheel, lifted up this 2-ton vehicle up quite high, and it came down. Now when it came down, the car stalled, right? So I then had difficulty starting the engine again, and it took me several attempts before the engine started. And at that time it was quite lumpy as well. So very similar effects. And in the previous occasion, I then got the car, stopped off at Sainsbury's, tried to start again. The car wouldn't start. Now I had to call the AA out just to have a look, etc. They went through everything, and we eventually came to the conclusion that what had happened was when the car hit that speed bump, it lifted the car up and dislodged all the crap on the remainder petrol and dislodged it all into the filter. It came through into the petrol system and clogged up the injectors. Now that's the theory. With that in mind, our plan was then to put some injector cleaner in. I can't remember how much I put in, but I'll tell you it was more than the original dose, the recommended dose, and it was nothing special. It was just Wins, I think it's Wins Red. Oh, hold on, I've got it here. Okay, I'll just show you what it was. This one, yeah, Red X. Okay, that's not a Wins one, the Red X one, and I just loaded that in. This time I've put the correct amount in, but you know what, I'm going to go out and add a little bit more, and I'm going to run it purely on petrol, so that it's getting the full petrol clearance. Now if you listen to that, you can hear the difference a little bit, so it's starting to get better, certainly. So I'm just revving this car. I'm going to take it onto the motorway and see if that makes a considerable difference. But other things it could be other things such as the mass airflow sensor being not clean, giving it false reading. It could be dirty air filters, it could be blocked injectors, etc. So there's a lot of things. That could be spark plugs. But if you run the petrol low and you hit a bump, you've got to be prepared for the consequences. So don't try and see how much you can get a tank by running it right down to the ground. Try to always keep at least a quarter of a tank in, and as I said, there's no need to run it low unless you're willing to accept the problems. I hope this will help people. Now finally, just a word of hope here is that it does sort itself out. So within the, you know, you can hear that already making a difference. It does sort itself out. So crack on, get yourself one of these Red X cleaners or whatever system you want, load it into the petrol, and just blast it up, rev the engines, blast it up, and get that those injectors clean. Okay, I hope that helps. Cheers, bye.